looking at newsletter style. This is how we do it at our agency. This is quite an old one now, as you can see, went to 2011, but it's still one that's relevant, and we would probably do similar things today. This is a Manchester-based business with global sites, many global sites actually, and although this email campaign went to the UK prospect list and client list, we were able to get across the scale that these guys have. So first of all, we used an image in the banner that represented what they did. They make pressure sensitive labeling machines that make the machines that label soap, shampoo bottles and things like that, mainly for pharmaceutical cosmetics industry. So the way that we collated this information is whenever you go to a client, it's quite difficult for that client to see what's new in their world because they're living with it every minute of every day. So it's our job really to extract that information from them. So I used to literally speak to the sales director and I'd say, what's new in France, what's new here, what new staff have we got, what new technology have we got, we had any technology that's new in the past 6 months, and sometimes it was a real interrogation to pull the bits that you want out of them. But essentially every time we would do that, we would come up with some great new content which they knew all about, but they weren't telling their marketplace, which is a typical problem within a business. So we had a certain style that went on the campaigns, which is this nice subtle branding here. There are lots of white space, which can be a bit boring if you're not careful. So we had to sort of create elements like this, these numbers here with the dots, just to lift the design a little bit. But essentially, when we're doing an email campaign, we're trying to appeal to as many people as possible. So if you look at what we've done here, we've got a global sales update, which is from the last. If you watch the last video, we talk about credibility. So this is certainly talking about their credibility, and the sales are exceeding targets globally. This is brand new. Again, this is a bit of credibility, but also a bit of, hey, we're in this region, and it's the new machines going into a new region in the world, Venezuela in this case. This one is quite a high technology piece, and we actually did quite a lot of work behind the back of this, number 3. This was for Avery Dennison, which is a huge brand, and what our client did was they helped create this curvy packaging, again, which in their world is almost impossible to label a curved bottle like that at speed on a production line. So they helped pioneer that label and the technology behind the label to stop it creasing and things like that. So we actually did an interview with Avery Dennison and their marketing manager, and behind the read more is actually the full interview about how the company that we represent helps. So again, it's a bit of credibility factor. It's a little bit of technology in there. When you read the read more item, it's high technology without giving too much away. Item number 4, again, French website live. That's again a bit of credibility, a bit more that we're not just a UK business trying to be in France. We're actually committing to actually putting people on the ground there and producing all of our website content in French. These guys, we ended up doing several sites for them. German, I think we did Arabic as well. We did it in Arabic, which was a bit awkward because they write backwards. American, Chinese, French and German. Again, then number 5 is about a trade mission. So we are getting across the credibility, worldwide credibility that we've got. And number 6 here is where they partnered and merged with another company that was not, they weren't really providing the same service or solutions, but they were providing a service that was in line with what my client did. So it's more of a natural fit for a production line. And then a little bit of technology at the bottom here, about a bit of machinery can actually improve productivity and quality at the same time. Another thing you need to remember about an email campaign is the click-throughs, because these things here, whenever people click them, we've got a trace of who has clicked on which links. So when we run our email marketing campaign, we can go into the statistics and we can see that Joe Blogs at avclimited.com has clicked on the French website and the Curve Appeal. That helps with future marketing activities. I mean, that we can also set something called an autoresponder within our email system to send out relevant messages for people that click certain links. So that if Joe Blogs clicked on this link here, we would probably be sending him more messages about the French website and the French operation in future email campaigns. And this could all happen automatically within a lot of email systems around the world, including our own. It's also good for telemarketing follow-up and direct marketing follow-up. And if you think about your prospects that your campaigns are going out to being in data pots, the data pots can start to create a bit of knowledge about what people want in those data pots. For example, if you find that someone is constantly clicking something that's technology focused, we can send them messages, more messages about that going forward. But then if we do a telemarketing campaign, we just talk about a technical item within our telemarketing campaign rather than a financial focused one or a machine offer. So that's a newsletter. It does wreak credibility. It does show business growth. It does show that this company is serious about what they do and good at what they do, and the fact that they can rub shoulders with some huge corporations in the world. And that's a good style newsletter, nice and broad in terms of its content.